The hardest hitting questions known to man will be covered today. Wait, we're doing the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A debate next week? Oh, never mind. I guess we're answering your biggest glamping questions that you have today. Is that dramatic enough? I don't know. Roll the intro.
Bing bong.
Nice flippin' choice. What's up, you glamping gurus? It's Garrett Brown from the Nice Flippin' Choice channel, back again with some more glamping gumbo for your soul. I am still in the Whataburger room, texting as ever. We are getting ready to launch this STR, Airbnb VRBO in the next week or two. The Geodome has been going amazing so far. We've pretty much been booked out 80 to 90% of the last month. I'll be making a video pretty soon to update everybody on what the costs were for the first month and how much we actually made, so stay tuned for that. And if you happen to want to stick around, go ahead and subscribe and like and comment in this video. I'm doing something a little bit different today. Not as much scripted of a video as I'm going to go on Quora. I'm still not really sure what that is. One of the most popular question search engines out right now. Usually this is the thing that pops up first in the Google results when you type in something on Google. So I'm going to go in and find out some of the biggest glamping questions that are out there and answer them live. Well, not really live because this will be edited, but you know, we'll spice it up and jazz it up and you can feel like it's live. Drop your comments below if you have any specific questions that you want me to answer as well. Let's get it started. We'll pop up my handy dandy screen over here. I just typed in the word glamping. Let's start with some of the first ones. I'm just gonna run through them kind of quick. I might expand or expound. I don't know what the right one is. I'm not great with the English language, not gonna lie to you. You can hear from my accent on some of the ones that I think are important. Very first question that pops up. What is glamping? The most prominent answer comes up. Glamping is not new. It is the, oh man, he went, what? Portmanteau of glamour and camping. Some folks can't stand the idea of camping, sleeping in tiny tents. Some well-off folks who cannot tolerate camping want to see the country and even the world may buy a serious RV. Some folks don't want to spend the rent on an enormous or even more modest RV. They go to experience camping, albeit with queen beds, catered meals. We don't cater meals. Full private facilities, but at least the fresh air and views are to die for. He hit it pretty much nail on the head. I'm not going to go too far into that. If you're watching this video, you probably already have a general idea what glamping is. Next one, how do glamping and camping differ? I spotted a perfect example of glamping the other day when I was camping with a few friends. My friends were out there shocked how small my tent was. They had brought a huge tent fully equipped with a vestibule and room dividers. Now that is the difference between glamping and camping. I disagree with that. I think the biggest difference between glamping and camping is if you have even a little bit of the small amenities, some kind of toilet, whether, you know, if you start low, off-grid, some kind of toilet, compost toilet, some type of solar lights, some rudimentary type of water system. I would still consider that glamping if you still have a nice memory foam bed, few small amenities, a really nice canvas tent, maybe a few fans, maybe an AC if you're lucky enough. That's probably the biggest difference, I think, from low-level glamping to camping, and then obviously to beyond from there. What makes a good glamping experience? He has a little bit of information, then he has 5 strategies. Let's see what he says. The fewer the better. One of the biggest glamping benefits is the setup has already been done for you. Travel light, the meals must fit in a compact refrigerator. Okay, I thought they were going to mention that fewer is better of fewer sites maybe, but I'm not really sure where they went. I guess taking less stuff. A little glamping planning will make the journey to the destination much easier. Get up and shine. To fully enjoy the experience, rise and shine with the birds. These are all good advice, but this is not exactly what I was thinking makes a good glamping experience. I guess I'm thinking from a host side. This person is thinking from a guest experience. Let go of the rigidity and allowing for spontaneity. I like that one. That is very true. To fully enjoy the experience, rise and shine. Even though taking a nap is enjoyable, nothing compares to getting up early, having coffee among the trees. I can't tell if they meant this by guest or host, but I'll rattle off 5 really quick that I think make the greatest glamping experience as a host, which you probably are thinking about being or already are. The very first thing is over-provide for the amenities. And when I mean that, there's definitely a business side to this, but don't be that person that is not allowing for the guests to really enjoy the outdoors just because you want to save a buck or two here and there. What I mean by that is an example of what I do is I provide bug spray for a lot of guests. There's a few other small things that I do provide that would probably eats into my net operating income for sure, but at the same time, I'm getting those numerous 5-star reviews over and over because I'm thinking about the guest experience and how they're going to feel when they're there. I lived in my place for about 2 weeks and knew the things that I would personally want and need. So I provide bug spray. I tell them to bring it, but at the same time, I don't want them to hate my place because they're getting bit by mosquitoes and they don't have bugs. For a simple thing as bug spray, they may not like your place from getting bitten and you could have bought a couple $1 can and that may have gotten you from a 5-star review to a 3 or 4-star review, which is even out of your control. It's not like you can control the mosquitoes, but you can can control if they're gonna have the ability to actually enjoy it. There's a few other things that I do. I make sure to always provide a couple little small snacks. I provide some small chocolate. I make sure to provide firewood, make sure the gas and the propane is for the grill. All of these are things that I don't necessarily have to provide, but can you imagine getting somewhere and they have all these little extra things and they didn't even really tell you about them? How much more special you're gonna feel? It goes a long way, I promise you. What are some good places to go if you're into glamping? Okay, well, New Zealand and all these places. New Zealand is cool. I've been there. I'm not gonna go to that one. Do you prefer glamping or camping? What is a glamping tent? That's a good one. Let's do that. I don't feel like there are any specific tents that are glamping. I recently stayed in a glamping tent. That doesn't even look like a tent. Oh, that's a really nice one. When I think of what makes camping to a glamping tent, I think it needs to be just more unique, something really canvas and weather resistant, and not your regular old tent that you get from maybe Academy or something like that. A lot of it, what changes camping to glamping really comes down to those extra little amenities you provide. The higher level you go up, the better glamping experience you're providing. If you want to provide more of a camping style, low level glamping, that could be your operation as well. The thing that's really cool about this is there's different levels of guests that will want to come to all of these different sites. I have some guests reach out to me that don't want to stay at my place because they'd rather rough it a little more in a more camping style, probably something a little cheaper, but then you're able to, your costs up front are a little cheaper, and maybe you can throw a few more sites on there and maybe plan differently how you do it. Mine's a little more secluded, but if you're going that route, maybe you plan some communal things, small fire pits that a lot of people can gather around, and maybe you have a communal bathroom or a communal hot tub area. This provides more of a community style feel, and this may be what actually some people want. Not everybody wants just extreme seclusion. They may want to be in nature, but they may also want to experience some things with other people. It's up to you to do the market research and figure out what your market actually needs and what in your area isn't being covered. There was a lot of family-friendly and communal type of glamping places near me in Houston, Texas, so I went the other route and went the more romantic couple secluded area. Costs more to build up. I won't be able to throw as many sites on there, but in the end, I think my plan is going to work out just fine because I'll be able to provide the experience I'm wanting to provide. I'll go through a couple more questions on a flash one unless something comes up really good. What do you wear when glamping? Okay, that's funny. I'm not even going to go into that one. What was your glamping experience like? That's a good one. Let's do that one. Is glamping a profitable business? This is the last one I'm going to cover. If you're service oriented, then it can be very profitable. If you're not good with marketing or service to people, then no. Chuck Masterson, womp, womp, womp. I'm going to ring the bell for that one because that sentence actually summed up what glamping all is. Absolutely. It is tough. It is a lot of work. You have to deal with a lot of guests. I have to be extremely nice to all these guests. Even though I'm a nice person, it's not hard for me to do. You just have to have a level of excitement almost every time you talk to these people. I was having a rough day last week. My little dog of 13 years, who I love so much, Roscoe, has diabetes right now and it is getting tougher and tougher. I still had a lot of things going on and I had to put a smile on and push through this because this is not my full-time job, but it is my full-time job at the same time. So there's a lot of different things that can go each way depending on how you want to build up your site. I thought this was just a cool little idea to really go in depth on some questions that it seems like a lot of people may have because this is the biggest question site. So until the next time, as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Peace.